Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled, Without Today's Daf Berachot Yud Gimel, you may never fulfill a mitzvah. Sounds like a very extreme statement, but it's accurate. The Gemara goes ahead and talks about the famous concept, mitzvah tzrichot kavanah. Before you perform a mitzvah, must you have kavanah or not? Before I put on tefillin, I have to have in mind, I'm fulfilling the mitzvah of tefillin for the sake of the fact that it's tayar mitzvot. I'm going and putting up this mezuzah because to fulfill the mitzvah mezuzah. I'm saying Shema because I want to fulfill the mitzvah from the Torah of Shema. And before I do every act, mitzvah, I have to have in mind, I want to fulfill the mitzvah from the Torah. I have kavanah, which means I just go through my routine like many, or I dare say most of us do, and just go through the routine and do the mitzvah, shekul, do this, do that, daven, Shemona Esrei, put on tefillin without stopping for that moment, then we're not yotze the mitzvah. Now we said, wait a second, is this halacha? It's a sheet in the Gemara. Rava brings down, is this a halacha? Shulchan Aruch in Samich, in Orach Chaim, brings down two opinions. Good, we're safe. He has two opinions. Then he says, some say you don't meet the kavanah for mitzvahs. By doing the action, you fulfill the mitzvah. Some say you do the kavanah for the mitzvah. And the last two words, v'chein halacha, that is the halacha. That's how he paskins. This Shulchan Aruch paskins. That before you put on tefillin, you must stop for a moment. I want to fulfill the mitzvah of tefillin. I'm about to bench. I want to fulfill the mitzvah right to the bench. Before Shema, I want to fulfill the mitzvah to say Shema. This is in addition to any kavanah about what the words mean. It's a separate discussion. It's a separate kavanah, Mishpura points out. It's not about having kavanah for a mitzvah. You'll say, come on, is this really how we hold? So the Mishpura tries to malamitzchut and say that, that if you did the mitzvah and you have to go back, you have to go back, he says, but maybe don't make a bracha, because maybe when you did it the first time, it's true, it wasn't with kavanah and you want yotze kon Shulchan Aruch, but there are some opinions that b'diavad you yotze so you don't make a bracha. But it doesn't say you don't have to go back. You need to go back. That's the first Mishnah on the topic. He'll say nothing. He doesn't defend what all of Klal Yisrael is doing, where not all, only Hashem could judge who. I'll speak for myself. But I just go through the routine very often. I'm not always stopping and thinking, I want to put on my mitzvah, tefillin now for the sake of mitzvah. I'm not doing like I should. Hopefully, after I learn today's daf and I listen to the shir that I'm giving, I'll do tshuva. So Mishmur tries to malam b'tzchut and defend this another way. He quotes the Chai Adam. Says it's one thing I go ahead and I have in my house. I have a fly that's bugging the daylights out of me. I take my lulav, boom, smash it. Then you say, I picked up my lulav. I did the mitzvah. No. You are not even thinking of the mitzvah. You are only thinking of swatting the fly. So therefore, you need to do it again. But when you take your lulav in the shul, even though it's true, consciously you didn't say, I'm doing it for the mitzvah. But we all know why you were doing it. It's stam das in the back of your mind. Of course, that's what you were thinking. When you say Shema, of course you want to do the mitzvah. It's obvious. Only when a guy swats a lulav do we say. So the Chai Adam says that. Okay? So does Mishmur rely on it? He says, Bidi Eved, there might be what to talk about. Lechatchila, what should you do? Before every mitzvah, stop, pause, and have in mind. Mishmur has a whole discussion. What about a mitzvah from the rabbis? The Rabbanan mitzvah. Do we say mitzvahs need kavanah or not? He brings down different opinions there as well. The bottom line is, mitzvahs yichas kavanah kon Shulchan Aruch v'chein halacha, which means we need to have a reorientation. You put on tefillin, take a moment. I want to fulfill the mitzvah tefillin. I'm about to say Shema. Besides thinking what the words mean, before that, I want to fulfill the mitzvah d'oraisa Shema. Before I bench, anything sounds like a game changer. It is. Hatzlacha to all of us. Shalom.